And welcome back to another Link lineup halftime show where your Philadelphia Eagles or your Giants. The Eagles are up 14-3 right now. If they're Giants fans could be listening, but the Eagles are up 14-3. Who would have thought? I don't know what to feel. So we'll go through with it. Yeah, so the Eagles are up 14-3. Defense so far playing really good. Playing really good. Offense so far not playing so great, but okay. So we'll talk about all of that and what's happened in the first half. I got Bryce, I got Josh with me. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about defense first. I want to be positive. I want to give them boys a shout out. They came to play. They came to play. So far, how many sacks we got? Five sacks so far.
5 sacks.
5 sacks. One by Nakobe. One Jalen Carter got one. Joshua got one. Bryce Huff got one. Noah
Let's
Smith got
go.
one. I want to talk about Bryce Huff real quick. That the Bryce Huff sack was actually kind of impressive. He got chipped and then proceeded to beat the blocker, the tackle, and got the sack. It was beautiful. Should have been a flag, if we're being honest with you, by the rule book because he went straight for the knee of Daniel Jones.
And
But
turned.
yeah, so we won't talk about that. But yeah, man, the Eagles are up and we're feeling good. So Bryce, what do you make of the defense so far? Do you think they came to play, or do you think it's just a product we're just playing the Giants?
Um, well, I'll say this. They're playing. They're scheming to our players' strengths a little bit. It looks like when it comes to pass rush situations. Early downs though, looks like dog shit. I don't know why we got Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat covering Malik Neighbors in the slot. What is that? That
It's
first
a funny screenshot though.
that first play, I looked up. I was like, well, before this ball's even snapped, I can tell you where this thing's fucking going.
Yeah.
I know.
So it
Josh
was
gave
funny.
the best
It was
effort.
funny because I remember the play happened, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "We're there." I was like, "Wait, why is Josh Sweat there? How was he the first guy there?" And yeah, then he saw that he was out there in coverage, which is
No.
mind blowing.
But Bryce Huff having his hand in the dirt, I mean, it's pretty clear that he generates a lot more power
Yeah,
with with his hand on the dirt. See, I've been on the train all year long. I was like, just give him time. He's gonna get it going. I wasn't ready to write him off yet. I understand he's playing a bad Browns offensive. I mean, he's played a bad Browns offensive line, and now he's playing a bad Giants offensive line. Um, but it's just confidence boosters at this point. Like he's he's stringing together good reps. And if you've watched this game, he's been in the backfield a lot. Like he's getting
yeah,
there. He just can't finish them. and
yeah,
and it's also like there's been a couple times like he's reaching out for Daniel Jones and he has an offensive lineman still engaged in a block with him and he's kind of like falling to the ground. So he just needs to finish him and he's going to be all right. But Jalen Carter looks good. Jordan Davis looks pretty good early in rundowns. Um, they just got to keep it going.
yeah. So Bryce touched on the D line. I want to touch on the Kobe. That the blitz where he got the sack. He was a man on a mission. Good for him. He hasn't played terrible. I've seen some nice plays from Nakobe Dean. He has 3 hits on the quarterback right now. He I don't know what kind of super juice he drank before the game, but he needs to keep doing it. Josh, do you have anything about the secondary you might want to bring up, or maybe even a kudos, or maybe hey, Quinyon Mitchell, catch the damn ball, buddy.
God bless, bro. He should have 6 picks on the year now.
Yeah, yeah. He should have 6 picks.
He should, yeah. But I mean, yeah, he's still pretty good at football though. He's
Yeah.
there at least. I mean, I'd rather him, yeah, rather him be there than not. I don't know. I think Darius Slay has a breakup or a pass deflection.
Yeah,
And a tackle for loss. I don't know. It's glad to see some production out of him because I'm kind of in the boat of because we have so much youth in the secondary now and so many guys that we're trying to develop and I feel like the future of the Eagles secondary on the team now that I wouldn't be surprised or I don't know. I was kind of in the camp of like starting to phase out Darius Slay. But it's nice that he still has some juice left in the tank.
It is. It is. I do want to say that on that offsides, it was kind of sad to see that Chauncey couldn't catch a ball. It makes me it makes me just basically foreshadow what's to come later on whenever he's in position, and I just want to bounce off his shoulder pads because he wants to catch all his body. One thing I want to say about Queon Mitchell is if he does allow the catch, he's very very good at making sure there's no yards after the catch. Yeah, so that's what he was known for in college, and he's putting it on display in the pros as well. I know a lot of people, early like scouts maybe, said he wouldn't become like an elite cornerback and like an all pro type guy. I think he has the potential to be that. I think he does. Obviously, we're only 6 games into his career, but I mean, he has plenty of potential, and I'm glad we got him. I really am. I mean, I mocked him to come to the Eagles whenever the draft season came around. I wanted him, and it just goes to show that you don't have to face like top competition to produce at the NFL level. But yeah, defense very solid. Only giving up 3 points. Malik Neighbors has been held in check. He's 4 for 41. No touchdowns. Yes. I forgot the other guy who's commentating with Mark Sanchez. That is a pass. That's pass interference all day, every day. Basically shoves Zach Vaughn out of the picture. You can't do that. But yeah, so far so good. Daniel Jones is 13 for 19 for 93 yards, averaging about 5 yards per completion. Now, let's flip it over to the offense because we got about 5 minutes left until halftime comes back or third quarter starts. Jalen Hurts right now, 8 for 10, 98 yards and a touchdown. Absolute beauty of a pass to A.J. Brown. Phenomenal pass.
Showed some emotion too, finally.
Yeah.
Fucking headbutted Cam Jurgens.
Yeah, he did. It is funny though because he did miss Devontae. Devontae was naked.
Oh my god, dude! I was not happy watching that.
And then he threw a bomb to AJ. Here's the thing: that pass right there was a lot different than the other passes we've seen. He put it in front of AJ, so it makes me think that those passes are a little bit underthrown, are purposeful.
Right.
Just I wonder if AJ just likes it like close to his body, where like he doesn't have to go out and reach for it. Yeah. I think he likes that. Saquon, 9 carries, 75 yards, including that 55-yard rush that got me juiced up. Absolutely annihilated Buddy on the Giants.
Oh my god.
That'll be an Angry Runs candidate. Should probably be a winner. And he didn't go down. It was like 3rd and 13. He said, I'm just going to run through somebody. Good for him. Please stop giving Kenneth Gainwell the ball. I know he
had a decent run.
I don't care. I'd rather watch paint dry. And
All
then
right.
let's talk about the receivers. AJ Brown's really the only person that's done anything so far. 4 receptions for 74 yards, and then that 1 touchdown. Offense really's got to start doing something. They got to do something because we are a very boring offense, really, unless AJ Brown's involved. Get Devontae involved, man. Also, just for fantasy purposes, I need him to get involved. Probably going to lose my matchup this week. That's okay, but get him involved. Fred Johnson needs to play a little better. He's struggling at times, and Brian Burns is a very, very good edge rusher.
I think he's kind of settled in a little bit.
I think he did too.
That last sack that happened right before halftime there was just pressure everywhere. Looked like everybody on the offensive line just got blown off the ball. And right there, back there with Jalen. And at that point, where we were at in the game, I wasn't mad about that sack. I mean, it killed the drive. It was on 3rd down, but as long as nothing drastic happened before the half, like last week, I wasn't mad about it. We just have to come out. We have to come out hot again. And I don't understand why we're continuing to try to run at Dexter Lawrence.
Big guy.
Can we get some outside zones going, some jet sweeps, something to get away from the line of scrimmage?
Yeah. Sexy Dexy's pretty good at his job. So.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler Steen looked good when he came in.
Yeah, Mekhi Becton is out with a concussion. Can't stay healthy. But I think we got about 2 minutes left. So real quick, score predictions at the half. Josh, I'll start with you. Give me your final score prediction.
Before the game, I said 28-24, I believe. I'm going to stick with the 28 for the Eagles, but for the Giants, I'm going to say 13.
Bryce.
I went 27-24. If it ends up 27-24 now, fucking shoot me. But I'm gonna actually raise mine. I'm gonna go 28-10.
I'm gonna go 31-9. I don't think the defense allowed a touchdown. If my score probably doesn't happen because they're probably going to try to go for a touchdown at that point. But that's my score prediction. We'll see you guys at the end of the game for the post game show. So far, so good. Last question, Bryce. Scale of 1 to 10. How confident are you that we win this game?
9.
Josh.
7.
Okay.
I left
I'm at a
9
10.
for some room for a little bit of error, but damn, 7.
All right.
I've been hurt too many times.
We have.
Fair.
I'm at a 10. We'll see you guys back after the end of the game. Be sure to come back and hang out with us then. But as always, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.